Being the nice girl is going to get you stepped on, disrespected, and disregarded. Hey, my loves, this is episode 5 of my Becoming That Woman series, and I'm here to tell you to stop being nice. If you're always nice, people will take advantage of you. And I'm not saying that you should just become a wicked and selfish person overnight. What I'm saying is that you should have boundaries. You can be nice and still say no, set boundaries, prioritize yourself, and stand up for yourself. Being nice does not mean you have to be foolish or does not mean you have to be timid. You can be nice and still set boundaries, okay? This world is filled with selfish and annoying people who would not even think twice before taking advantage of you. So when you're being nice to someone, be sensible about it. Don't be too quick to say yes or make compromises, and do not give people too many chances. In this world, do not give people too many chances. When they show you their true colors the first time, believe them, and if you're nice enough to give them a second chance, if they break that chance, or rather if they misuse that chance that you've given them the second time, don't think twice before throwing them in the trash can. If they misuse the chance you give to them the second time, throw them away. You don't need them, okay? Because it's very obvious that if you give them a third chance, they're going to misuse it. Do not let people play you more than once or twice. It's better for you to be seen as a wicked person than for you to be seen as an idiot or a foolish person. Do not let anybody take you for idiot, okay? You guys know I'm always going to use myself as an example, so I'm going to tell you guys a short story. Now, I'm not going to give you guys every single detail, but at some point in time, I got caught up in two people's issues just because I was trying to be nice. Like, this was an issue I had no part in, and this was because I didn't want to come off as rude, impolite, or something like that. Now, after some time, it felt like these people were playing me against each other. Like, they were trying to use me to win against each other. And I kept on asking myself what these people took me for, because it just didn't make sense to me. And so after trying to be nice and not expressing my displeasure for so long, I remembered where I hid my self-respect and I brought it out. I'm telling you guys, that was a very crazy situation for me. But yeah, I did what I had to do and I set the right boundaries. I say all this to say that people know exactly what they are doing. So if you're ever thinking of being nice or being kind to someone who doesn't deserve your niceness or someone who doesn't deserve your kindness, then maybe you should think again. If someone is constantly selfish, rude, or disrespectful to you, it is okay to stop being friends with them. It's okay to stop being nice to them. It's very okay to throw them away. Just because you are a nice or good person, that doesn't mean you have to tolerate disrespect. Because let me tell you something, that your niceness or your kindness is what these people leverage on to take advantage of you. So please, in as much as you're a nice person, try to be nice with your common sense. With that being said, I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how to not be nice. Number 1, never say yes when you mean no. Personally, I think you should say no more often. That is when you mean to say no, by the way, not when you mean to say yes and now say no. The essence of this is that express how you feel at every point in time. If you feel like saying yes, say yes. If you feel like saying no, say no. Don't say yes to please someone else when you feel like saying no, because you'll just be doing yourself a disservice. And this brings me to the next point. Don't hide your true feelings just to avoid conflict or misunderstandings. If someone does something you don't like or something you're not comfortable with, tell the person, express your displeasure, because otherwise they will do it again. As long as you've not expressed your displeasure or you've not expressed yourself as to how you feel about that thing, they will most likely do it again. So in order to prevent them from doing it again, express yourself. If someone touches you the way you don't like, tell the person. You could just be like, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't like being touched like this, or you're being too touchy, something like that. If someone does something you don't like, it's very okay to tell them. Nobody's going to beat you. But unless the person is going to beat you, but nobody has the right to beat you, right? So yes, generally speaking, if someone is doing something you don't like, tell the person. That's the only way the person is going to stop. And if after telling the person does it again, then I'm sure you know what to do. Finally, prioritize yourself. I don't think I can overemphasize this enough. Prioritize yourself. I feel like this is a tip or a topic that is going to come up in every single video that I make on this platform. prioritize yourself. There's nothing that can go wrong with you prioritizing yourself, because that's where your self-love, your self-respect, and your self-esteem comes from. You prioritizing yourself. So there's no way you tell me that you prioritize yourself and you have a deep-rooted self-respect for yourself that you'd allow other people to excuse me, that you'd allow other people to take advantage of you, that you'd allow other people to take your niceness for granted. You need to stop putting other people before yourself every single time. I mean, it's okay to put other people before yourself sometimes, because that's the essence of life. You as a person, you cannot just live for yourself alone. You live for yourself and for other people, for the people around you, right? But if you're always doing good for other people, but you're not doing good for yourself, of what good is that? So while you do good for other people, remember to do good for yourself as well. And if you're ever in a situation where your good is being taken for granted, or where your good is reflecting as a disservice to you, then it's very okay to stop. Okay? It's very okay to stop. When you prioritize yourself and pour into yourself, it becomes easier for you to detect situations that do not serve you. It becomes easier to recognize the ulterior motives of other people. Prioritizing yourself helps you to not tolerate certain things from certain people, because you know who you are, you've poured into yourself, and you've set standards for yourself. I say all this to say that prioritizing yourself helps you to not be too nice to the point where you get used, disrespected, or disregarded. Okay? This is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.